Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Miami Dolphins. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. His first carry, and that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Matt Judon there to bring him down. Now a give right side. It's Hines, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down. Here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Throwing, Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there for the Patriots.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy quarterback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
Now Jones. This is caught. It's Boyd. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for New England.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tua sets up to pass it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hines. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 12. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Hines, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Tua going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take over here up near the 40. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. Second and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for New England.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Harris. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And this time he is in. Damian Harris, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This to Hines on the drop-off. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series.
On play action, here's Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Play action, now it's Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Here's Jones on first down. And he'll find Hall. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd and goal, Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 10, Tua.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time.
Picked off at the 39. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Sliding out of the pocket. He gets it complete to Harris.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for only a couple.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there for the Patriots.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. This is Harris on the draw. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, as the first half is winding down.
And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Tua, a final shot before half. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, Let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he will have a Patriots first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run?
He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown.
Jonnu Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Patriots open the lead up to 34-0.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Two and now on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 receptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown! John Smith, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
Extra point right down the middle, and it is 42-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Dolphins.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you can think, oh, no. And the worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Jones to throw on third down. Airing it out deep for Smith. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for New England. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Airing one out for Boyd. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
At the 5-yard line.
Second and 2.
Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
New England on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Carter now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Pats are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got
down.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And now here's another interception. It's Connor Duggar who picks it. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run again with Harris. Powers through him. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up.